What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's finally here. I know we thought this day would never come, but the 2020 NFL season is finally upon us. It's thank the football gods. It's here, and this is going to be a new segment we're doing for the season. Picks with Pete, or Pick 'em with Pete. I'm going to be going through all the NFL games, maybe some college games, picking against the spreads, trying to make you people some sweet, sweet cash because we know that's what everybody loves to see.
Good cash, homie.
So let's get started. First game of the season, the Thursday night game. It's going to be a wild season. No minimal fans in the crowd. There's supposed to be fans, I think. I'm not quite sure. But the Texans are plus 9.5. I don't like it. I don't love it. I want to hammer this. Oh, man, this is a great pick. This feels like it's stealing money. The Texans plus 9.5. For those of you that forget, the Texans were up 24-0 on the Chiefs in the playoffs last year before squandering that lead. I don't think it's going to be happening this week. The Chiefs are going to pull back a little bit, I think. A little bit of that Super Bowl hangover. A little bit of celebrating. 9.5, minimal fans in the crowd, no fans, minimal fans, who knows? It's going to be weird. I like the Texans, easy money, I think, plus 9.5. Chiefs win this game, I think, but the Texans cover at plus 9.5. All right, let's move on to my Vikings and the Packers. Packers at the Vikings. Vikings were 0-2 against the Pack last year. Mike Zimmer seems to struggle against division opponents. I really like the Packers plus 2.5. Danielle Hunter just went on the IR for the Vikings. Really going to hurt that pass rush, even though they did just add Yannick Ngakoue. I still like the Packers plus 2.5, so take the Pack. All right, game 3, staying in the NFC North. Lions-Bears. Bears at the Lions. Lions -3. I like it. Stafford's back. They got a couple running backs in. DeAndre Swift's been a little banged up, the rookie running back out of Georgia. But Kerryon Johnson's going to carry the load. Hopefully bring that defensive that's elite for the Chicago Bears up. And Stafford got some great weapons on the outside. Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, TJ Hawkinson at tight end. I like the Lions -3. But week 1, who knows? Everything's kind of up in the air. And that, how it be like that sometimes. All right, game 4, Jags and Colts at Jags. Jags plus 7.5. I really like this game. I know everyone's saying how bad the Jags are going to be. They traded away their entire team from they were in the AFC Championship game in 2017, and they've traded away their entire team, it feels like. But what I'm going with week 1, do you have a new head coach quarterback combination? This is a big one. Colts got Phillip Rivers. I know he's an experienced vet, but he's in the new offense for the first time. Might be a little hiccups here and there. That Colts running game, though, is going to be a formidable opponent to deal with. But 7.5 points seems like a lot. I like the Colts to win this game, but I think the Jags cover. All right, next game, AFC East opponents, the Dolphins and the Patriots. Man, we always know the Dolphins give New England tons of fits, but Super Cam's showing up week 1 for the Pats. I don't know what that offense is going to look like. I love what the Dolphins have done in the offseason. We got Fitzmagic starting in week 1, though. We know how good he is in week 1. He always turns up. So I like the Dolphins plus 6. Hammer the Dolphins. I think this one's pretty easy. I don't know if the Patriots win the game, but I think the Dolphins are definitely within that 6 points. All right, next game, NFC East. Eagles, Redskins. This is an interesting one. Another bad team, the Washington Redskins. New head coach, Ron Rivera. A lot of controversy in the offseason with the name change of the team. Lots of stuff going on there. Not sure Haskins and Rivera are going to be on the same page yet. Wentz is back. The Eagles are finally a little bit healthy. I know they're a little bit nicked up here and there, but the 6 points seems easy. I like the Eagles to win this game easily, cover it, take that -6 with the Eagles. All right, AFC North. Many people's picks to go to the Super Bowl. The Baltimore Ravens are hosting their rivals, the Cleveland Browns. Now, new quarterback, new head coach with the Cleveland Browns, the Baker Mayfield, Kevin Stefanski meetup. I'm not too worried about this, though. There's weapons all over the place on offense. We saw Stefanski with the Vikings last year. Vikings offense was super efficient running the ball and extra efficient throwing the ball out of the play action. I think this bodes Cleveland well. They're going to pound Nick Chubb. They're going to be able to hit OBJ on some play action or Jarvis Landry. Not to mention Austin Hooper at tight end. Nice addition. I think Baker stays within himself this game. I love Baltimore to win this game, but 8 points is way too much for me to swallow. I'm going to take the Browns +8, but Lamar Jackson and the Ravens get this done. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens do cover here, but 8, like I said, week 1, 8 points is way too much for me to handle. Let's go to the AFC East. We have the Jets at the Bills. Now, the Bills are many people's pick to win the AFC East this year. I know some people like the Dolphins or the Patriots with Cam, but the Bills have made the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 seasons. Head coach Sean McDermott has been doing a great thing up in Buffalo. Young quarterback Josh Allen maybe going to take that step this year to be a guy. They traded for Stephon Diggs. The defense is ready to roll, and people really like the Bills, but not so fast here. The Jets traded away Jamal Adams. Head coach Adam Gase is a little kooky, but Sam Darnold is the real deal, I think. Le'Veon Bell is poised to have a breakout monster season. They played week 1 last year, and the Jets threw this game away, and the Bills barely escaped with the win. So the Jets getting 6.5 points. I really like it. Take the Jets, getting 6.5. Bills probably win this game by field goal. The Jets will find a way to lose this game, but I like the Jets with the points. Okay, Carolina and Las Vegas. This one seems really easy to me. Las Vegas going from west to east. They're in Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater, new head coach. Matt Rule, new quarterback. So not really having to learn a new system, but not too much. Got Christian McCaffrey. Vegas was great on offense last year, 3rd-ranked passing offense, but the 30th-ranked passing defense. I like Carolina with the new quarterback, lots of weapons on the outside, added Robbie Anderson from the Jets, stretch this thing out. I don't think this team's going to be as bad as people think, and I think Carolina getting 3 points at home, no matter how much of a home advantage they're going to have, I like them getting 3 points at home. Week 1, I'm loving the points. All right, next game, we're going to stay in the NFC South, Seahawks at the Falcons. Now, Russell Wilson is a bad man. He loves to play. They love playing these close games all game. They could score so much more points, it feels like, but Pete Carroll loves playing games close and then depends on his quarterback Wilson to get it done in the 4th quarter. Atlanta, big mystery. Kind of feels like they're still hungover from that awful Super Bowl loss. They had a bad start last year. Finished kind of strong with Dan Quinn. He's fighting for his job. Falcons, I like them getting 1.5 points at home. You know, not really sure of this game. This is probably my weakest game of the week. I'm not the most sold on, but 1.5 points at home feels like a lot to be given the Falcons. They're still super talented with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. They got Calvin Ridley. The Seahawks did kind of shore up that back end with Jamal Adams, but the corners aren't great. So I'm expecting a little bit of a passing flurry from Atlanta, and I don't know if Seattle's going to be able to keep up. All right. Now for the 4 o'clock Eastern games, we got the Chargers and the Bengals. Now, rookie number 1 overall pick Joe Burrow starting for the Bengals. He's going to get it done right in Cincinnati. Wrong. I like the Chargers. Tyrod Taylor in that system with Anthony Lynn, same offense. I know he didn't start last year, but he's been in that system for a year. The Bengals have no offensive line. That pass rush of the Chargers is going to wreak havoc on them. Now, the Bengals are going to lean on Joe Mixon, I think, to ease off the pressure, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I like the Chargers and Austin Eckler. They're going west to east, but it's a 4 o'clock game, so not really much of a time difference. Chargers getting 3 points. I like the Chargers a lot. All right, probably the game of the weekend everyone's most excited to see. We have Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints coming off another heartbreaking overtime playoff loss from the Vikings. And Tampa Bay and Tampa Tom are ready to roll. I think New Orleans is going to be flat this year. I really don't like the Saints at all to do much. I don't think Drew Brees has anything left in the tank. Now, week 1, he's probably going to have something. But Tampa Bay in that offense, Mike Evans is a little banged up. But even if he can go, he's absolutely owned Marshawn Lattimore since he's come into the league. So I like Tampa Bay getting 3.5 points. Their defense is the silent sleeper on this team. They have a very good defense in Tampa Bay. I think the offense is enough. Saints might win this game on a field goal, but that's not enough to cover that 3.5. So I like the Buccaneers. I'm sticking with Tom Brady and the Bucs. All right, heading out west. Let's go with the Cardinals and the Niners. Niners coming off the Super Bowl loss. You're defending NFC champions. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo, is he going to take that next step? Can we trust him with the offense? It's a lot of questions for Kyle Shanahan. And Kyler Murray coming off a rookie of the year. Is this going to be the year he pops? They just traded for DeAndre Hopkins and signed him to a long-term deal. I love that move for the Cardinals. Cardinals getting 7 points feels like a lot. I think the Cardinals are going to make this game sneaky competitive. Like I said, all these week 1 games, I like taking the points, so I'm going to like the Cardinals +7 here. Niners may win this game, but I'm really liking the Cardinals for an upset here. All right, let's go. The Sunday night game. Cowboys at the Rams. The Rams rolling out that new stadium to a glorious crowd of 0 people. It's unfortunate no one's going to be there at SoFi, but the Cowboys are going in as 3-point favorites at the Rams. The Rams were 9-7 last year, and the Cowboys were 8-8. Cowboys added CeeDee Lamb. They're expecting a big bounce-back year for this team. But the Rams, you can say the same thing. They had a little bit of a Super Bowl loss hangover last year, but they still went 9-7. I think Sean McVay and Jared Goff are ready to roll. Like I said, new head coaching and quarterback combinations that we have in Dallas, Mike McCarthy and Dak, might take a little bit to get ready, especially with no preseason. So I'm loving the Rams getting 3 points right here. I think the Rams win this game easily. Week 1, I'm giving them, so hammer that +3. All right, let's head to the Monday night games. Pittsburgh at the Giants. Joe Judge, new head coach for the Giants, Daniel Jones, might be a little bit shaky. They're going to be coming in with a new offense. They got Saquon Barkley, and Big Ben's coming back for Pittsburgh. Who knows if he has any rust on his shoulder. So I like the 5.5 points the Giants are getting right here. Not super sold on this game, but 5.5 points, like I keep saying, week 1, keep taking all these points, and we're going to learn a lot after this week. All right, and the final game to wrap up a glorious week 1 of the NFL season, Tennessee at Denver. Now, Denver just had a real tough loss with Von Miller going out on the last play of practice the other day. He's done for the season. Tennessee coming off a great run in the playoffs last year, the AFC Championship game. A lot of ground and pound with Derrick Henry. They signed Tannehill and Henry to a long-term deal. But Denver's defense under Vic Fangio has been elite. I think Drew Lock's going to be the surprise of the season. He may be a sleeper for the MVP. I like the Broncos at home here, -1. But like I said, we're going to learn a lot week 1. So that's going to wrap up week 1 for us in the NFL. I hope everyone's excited. I hope everyone makes a ton of money off of these. Now, don't take me. I'm not a professional yet. But I like all these picks. Remember to follow me on the Action Network to keep tabs on what my picks were. It's going to be an exciting week 1. We're going to learn a lot, and hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll see you all next week.
I'm a beast out here.